So it appears that CD Projekt RED is going on a hiring spree right now for Cyberpunk 2077 and future Cyberpunk projects. Check it out right here. The jobs listing page for CD Projekt RED reveals a lot of cool stuff, including the fact that they're teaming up with a studio called Digital Scapes. What does it mean? We can get a good indicator as to what that means by going to their website. And also, check this out right here. This is another news headline. It says, Cyberpunk 2077 player makes real-life Mantis Blades. This is freaking awesome. So we'll dive into that, as well as a bunch of other news, including the fact that players are being haunted by a ghost. What does this mean? So, yes, a lot to go over. Hey everyone, what's happening? Open World Games here. Hope you're doing good, and let's dive straight into the latest happenings around Cyberpunk 2077, as well as your top comments. Leave a comment in the comments down below, because it could end up in a future video. But first, let's talk about those job listings. As you can see at the very top of the page, their focus is multiplayer. They have a bunch of stuff here: art, design and creation, digital scapes, QA, and technical. Funny thing is they only have like one tech QA analyst job listing open. I feel like they need 50 or something. But anyway, yeah, it looks like the future of the franchise are really focusing on multiplayer once again, at least outside of 2077. They're going to be doing some sort of multiplayer game. We already know that's been confirmed, but they are going on a hiring spree for their multiplayer game right here. They're looking for a game programmer. We can click into that and see exactly what the job description is. As a game programmer, you will be responsible for the design, implementation, optimization, and maintenance of our technology used to create the best multi-platform AAA titles. It will involve C++ coding as well as scripting skills. If you're ready to take up the challenge, send us your application. So yeah, a bunch of stuff related to that. We got lead systems designer as well. It's interesting stuff. It says the systems designers contribute to creating worlds through design and translation of design into systems that bring cohesion to and enhance the game experience. We're looking for a lead system designer who is talented, clever, collaborative, and passionate about RPG games. If that is you and you're looking for a challenge, then don't hesitate and apply. So, it seems like they want to keep the RPG flavor of Cyberpunk 2077 alive and well in this multiplayer game. So at least there's that much to say about the multiplayer game thus far. That could be an indicator that we could be seeing some PvE content in this. We've seen some indicators of that as well, with heist missions that were data mined from Cyberpunk 2077 files. But yeah, they're also going to be looking after, or for, I should say, a network programmer. The network programmer is to support the team in Warclaw in order to help us deliver the highest possible quality online experience. They've got to find like major talent for that if they're really going after the online stuff here. But also you got to remember that they're going to be looking to a tools programmer who's going to be working with the RED engine pipeline in order to help deliver the highest quality possible. So yeah, someone's gonna have to get intimately familiar with the RED engine tool set, and possibly, I don't know if they're going to be training others on that tool set as well. I know Snowdrop is supposed to be another tool set that's really good by Ubisoft Massive. And they do the same thing. They try to get people that can understand it as well when they hire. Now, in the art department, they are hiring for a gameplay animator. This is a good indicator, of course, that they're going to be working on content for Cyberpunk 2077 in the future. We're going to be getting free DLC, but also that Meteor DLC later down the road after the game is fixed and the free DLC is released. Now, in terms of design and creation, we're going to be seeing a gameplay designer, junior quest designer, junior specialist quest designer, as well as 2 writers. So new content is hopefully going to be developed once these people are hired. Again, look after, I think probably, my guess is early 2022 for those Meteor DLCs, considering the many problems that CD Projekt RED has run into when it comes to, you know, hacking the launch of Cyberpunk 2077, and they're trying to fix the PS4 and Xbox One base versions of the game. Now, what about Digital Scapes? This is kind of interesting for sure. They have a senior programmer listed under Digital Scapes and in Vancouver right here. So As you can see, this is a Digital Escapes website. They were founded in 2012 by industry veterans hailing from BioWare, Radical Entertainment, and Relic. Digital Escapes is an ambitious video games development studio specializing in AAA multiplayer, console, and PC gameplay. Our team members worked on blockbuster game series for Cyberpunk, Dying Light, Company of Heroes, Dead Rising, Mass Effect, Prototype, and more. And yes, so you can see they have quite an impressive history, and they do a lot of stuff. Video game, console, PC game development. So it's kind of a mystery as to what exactly they're doing for Cyberpunk. The actual job listing is, of course, very vague. Senior programmer. It says Digital Escapes is looking for an experienced programmers to add to their team. The role involves design, implementation, optimization, and maintenance of software used to create the best multi-platform AAA titles. It will require C++ coding as well as scripting skills. So yeah, it's kind of vague. I'm curious to see if this is more of an add-on team to the multiplayer experience. That's what I'm wondering. Now, again, with the QA testing, I did see 3 or 4 of these other jobs disappear. So it seems like they did actually successfully hire, new tech QA analysts and QA people very, very recently. So they're adding to the team slowly to make sure quality assurance is up. They're going to really have to, in my opinion, focus on that hardcore. They need to expand their team. Even if they're not comfortable with expanding it to a lot of people, they have to. They absolutely have to. They cannot have another launch like they had with Cyberpunk 2077. Now, on the technical side of stuff, we have gameplay programmer, generalist programmer, senior animation programmer. So a lot of stuff going on both in Warsaw and Krakow, I think it's pronounced, and then Vancouver. So all around the world for sure. Now, what about this right here? This is really cool that someone actually made a real life set of Mantis Blades. My God. Goes on to say here, it's been over 2 months since Cyberpunk 2077 launched, following numerous delays over its 7-year development. While it's faced its criticism due to performance issues across systems and accusation of misleading marketing, it has still received a high amount of praise from players across the gaming spectrum. Let me know if that's one of you guys out there in the chat who's watching the video. It says, with the incredible sales success of Cyberpunk 2077, it should come to us no surprise that many cosplayers have taken to donning outfits inspired by the game, as most fans simply aim for creating a very cyberpunk skew ensemble. One Redditor opted to bring a more deadly element from the games into the real world. These things look freaking deadly, don't they? So I'm not going to play the video here. I'm going to put that in the link in the description below. Give him views, of course. That would be kind of inappropriate to play the video. So check it out in the description below if you want to check out how these real-life Mantis Blades work. I've watched the video. It's really cool, so check that out. Now, what about that ghost? Yeah, there's a ghost in the game that is apparently haunting players. It says here, Cyberpunk players on PS4, PS5, Xbox One. Wow, they just include every platform. Couldn't they just say all platforms? They say are being haunted by a ghost, but not because there's a ghost that stalks players in the open world RPG, but because of a bug. It's been a minute since the last Cyberpunk update release, which means there's now been a variety of bugs plaguing the game for weeks. For example, the ghost of Adam Smasher is following players around and popping up at random times to scare Bojangles' chicken out of them. Over the past few weeks, players have begun to report the bug, but many assumed it was just a myth until recently. Taking on Reddit, one player confirmed the bug is indeed real, a video showcasing Adam Smasher hunting them down. You can see the video right here. Again, I'll link to it. It's on Reddit. Get them some views, comment on Reddit. It says right now it's unclear what triggers this bug, what platform it is, and isn't plaguing and how prevalent it is. It's also not clear how to avoid it and there's any solution for it. So it seems like it's unintentional for sure, but I think it would have been really cool if they actually included something like that on purpose to have some sort of ghost haunting you. Oh wait, they actually have that, Keanu Reeves. All right, so let's go over your top comments. Remember to leave a comment down below. It could end up right here in the video. So this was my previous video. It says new updates. CD Projekt gets serious and issues DMCA takedowns, that is copyright strikes. And then we're all wondering, where is patch 1.2? There's no real answer on that. It's just that you guys are so frustrated, as well as myself. I'm extremely frustrated about that. But it said this, your pal Sammy says, remember that one Reddit post that supposed disgruntled dev That one that said the big patch wouldn't come till March? Yeah, starting to look like it. Yeah, I agree. Daniel St. John says about CD Projekt RED getting hacked and sued by investors. They wanted their audience to feel immense in the game's themes. It's working! Definitely. Says, let's dive straight into you about a minute past diving straight into the point. Whoa! David Knight. Okay, Chaser says, can CD Projekt RED just release the source code to modders on Next already so we can fix the game and they can copy and paste their hard work? So, yeah, leave the modders to fix everything. James says, what a massive launch. If they delay patch 1.2 or the patch doesn't significantly improve the game, all hell will break loose. That's honestly why they might be taking their time. One, to be completely blunt, they've dealt with the freaking hacking situation or are currently going through that and dealing with that. And now, yeah, they're going to probably want to make sure that they have no bugs that are caused by this patch. That would be an absolute nightmare for sure. All right. Kaiser Shep says this, or Kaiser Shep. I don't know. It says, overall, this doesn't seem like a particularly big deal yet. If what was reported about the damage the hackers inflicted is to be believed, it makes sense that 1.2 hasn't been made live yet, if they have to do whatever other measures to ensure, yes, exactly, that their systems are in order and operations can resume. I guess we'll see what happens in these last few days of February to see what comes up. Honestly, you know, if they're having problems because of the hack and stuff like that, I feel like they need to step forward and say, you know, this has caused a bunch of issues. We're working on it. I don't know if they could provide a progress report. Can't they show like what they're actually working on and saying, yeah, we're trying to improve the police system. We're trying to add in this type of content and just show the development process a little bit. That sure would be nice, that type of honesty. But then again, I guess they're really paranoid about the legal ramifications of not delivering, you know, at this point. I suppose. But sure would be nice to have some sort of dev blog start up from them. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Cyberpunk 2077 news. And yes, open world gaming goodness. Again, let me know what you would like to see covered. Sound off in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take care.